half a mile. That's how long Irwindale Speedway is. And with short track racing under the lights comes short track tempers. It's going to be absolutely wild tonight under the lights as 40 drivers take their talent to this short track. And maybe some tempers as well. 100 laps of racing in store tonight. It's going to be a fun one. It's the NAPA Auto Parts 100. It's all part of the DPORL Cup Series 2024. Hello everybody, this is Drew aboard That DP Guy, and welcome to the 10th race of the 2024 DPORL Cup Series season. We are here at Irwindale Speedway for the NAPA Auto Parts 100, and it's going to be a good one. You know, I don't know if you all remember, maybe some of you caught it, but remember when I posted about getting the Bristol tire set up correctly? Well, I may or may not have changed the I&I a little bit to make this act a little bit more like how those tires wore out at Bristol. We're going to see some falling off a cliff, and it's going to be absolutely insane today over these 100 laps. Let's go ahead and go through the starting lineup. It'll scroll on the left side of your screen. It's Benny Watson winning the pole on a roll of late. Let's see what he can do. Keep that 34 car up front from the first starting position. Sam Odoskin in second. Needs a good run today. In third is Caleb Holloway in the 16 and Angel Gutierrez in the 47 on the outside. In row number 3, Bernardo de Oliveira in the 37 and Alex Angatal in the 41. In row number 4, Leonard Koksmar in the 10. That is a beautiful Under Armour machine. I gotta say, that is a fantastic machine. Thanks for sending that in. And Tom Sloan in the 4 on the outside. And then finally in row 5, we have Logan Williams and Reggie Fogelman. All right, and because this is such a short pace lap here, we're actually going to go to race info early right here. We have 100 laps, 50 miles today. There is no fuel window. Everything's good there. The pit strategy, you have to monitor the tire wear. You do not want to let those tires fall off a cliff. You need to get in as soon as you start to feel it fall off massively. And we'll see when these drivers feel the time is right to come in. But the key, no cautions. I turned on cautions and it screwed up pit stops so horrifically bad that we're going to go no cautions. If they wreck, they wreck. They're going to be on the outside, whatever. You know what? It'll make for more entertainment than ever before. Let's go ahead and go down to get the command of fire engines at Irwindale.
Drivers, start your engines!
There we go. That's the command we all wanted to hear, and all 40 drivers firing off. Here we go. Benny Watson firing off from the pole. There's Sam Odoskin. Whoa, that is a weird view. Let me go ahead and change that. Or, there we go. Okay. Cool. Just had to make sure that was correct. I had it on the wrong camera, so that's real fun. A little bit of a blooper early on, but here we go. We're coming to take the green. Very, very quick pace lap, and Benny Watson in the 34 leads them to green at Irwindale. Unbelievable, 4 wide Reggie Fogelman all the way to second from the 10th starting position. How about that for Reggie Fogelman as they go 3 wide behind? Angel Gutierrez scoots off with the lead and Reggie Fogelman in second. They are 3 wide all the way back there as the outside lane is very, very favorable today. Logan Williams just got the boot from Bryce Egan, and Caleb Rose is on the outside of Dylan Matthews there. Here we go. Logan Williams utilizing that outside to a huge, huge advantage and a huge run. We'll get side by side with Oliveira right there. Back up front, Reggie Fogelman will take the lead already. How about that? Reggie Fogelman from 10th to 1st in just 4 laps. as we are 3 wide behind. Take a look at this. Caleb Holloway to the outside of Justin Henley and Sam Odoskin. The run off the corner when you get 3 wide is absolutely unbelievable in some instances, but you have to hit it right. You can't just kind of haphazardly get in there. You have to go for it, and Caleb Holloway did that perfectly. Look at this move. Now around Nathan Orman, that is for 4th place. Unbelievable. What a jump from Caleb Holloway, but what a jump from Reggie Fogelman. I still cannot believe that. 10th to 2nd, really 1 lap. That is fantastic stuff from the 48 machine. Here we go, Brandon Rose being put 3 wide by Logan Williams and Sam Odoskin, but Rose will get down to that middle lane, although the high lane is really the preferred lane if you can utilize it, as Bradley Ream is certainly utilizing that high lane. Let's watch this. Bradley Ream gets by Skylar Taylor and Alex Smith. Actually, Skylar Taylor going to remain side by side, but now looking to the outside of Leonard Koksmar. Benny Watson, our pole sitter, is now, I believe, outside of the top 10. Yes, in 13th place at the moment. How about that? Lots of shuffling going on early. But Reggie Fogelman has pulled away, and it looks like the 18 of Kyler Sustry may have had an issue there. Let's take a look. Yeah, 2 laps down. What has happened to Kyler Sustry? Maybe an unscheduled pit stop or something. Wow. I would suspect probably a flat tire, maybe knocked a valve stem off early. I don't know, but the 18 is unfortunately on the verge of going 3 laps down as Henley makes a move on Orman and now sets his sights on Caleb Holloway. The key is really trying to hit that outside, not too far outside, but if you can get like that middle sort of 3rd lane, but not right at the wall, you can really hit it well. And that's what Henley's trying to do to get around Holloway. Just looking outside. Oh, will Henley get to the outside? Not quite there, but gonna keep trying. Looks like maybe, nope, not quite this time. Let's look for some battles throughout the pack here. Oh yeah, Jack Haas 3 wide on the outside of Koksmar and Ream. Will Haas complete the pass? Looks like he's going to get a good run off the corner. And into the turn right here. Looks like Haas will at least get by Koksmar in the 10, but Ream actually got the best exit off that corner. Still side by side back in the pack. Lots of drivers fighting for position. Look at this. Matthew Hubert giving Jack Haas the bumper early, but Haas will clear. Back towards the front. Here we go. Justin Henley has gotten to the outside of Caleb Holloway and is looking to make that move on the 16. Here we go. Off the corner. Henley gets a solid run. Not quite going to clear that time, so we'll have to utilize the high line once again. But gets a great run through the center of the corner, and that will clear Justin Henley. And now he's looking on the 4. Look at this. Sliding it into the corner. How about that? Henley on Tom Sloan. This is now for 3rd position as Reggie Fogelman leads and Angel Gutierrez 2nd. Justin Henley on a roll right now on the outside. Fogelman starting to pull away a bit. Will this be as dominant as his Martinsville run? You know, I could definitely see another dominant short track run from Fogelman, but you know, we'll just have to see how his tires fare later in the run, because like we said, they will fall off a cliff. Jeez, if I can get my words out. We hit lap 19. Kyler Sustry now pulling away just a bit from the 48. Maybe put on some slightly fresher tires. Let's take a look at the tire fall off 19 laps into the run. Yeah, about 0.8 of a second so far, so nothing ridiculous at the moment, but those tires will wear slightly, and then towards the end of the run, they will fall off massively. And it'll create some absolute chaos, I can tell you that. As Henley looked on Gutierrez, Gutierrez is going to block that. So Justin Henley trying to go higher, but can't quite get higher as Gutierrez continued to block. Look at that run through the middle of the corner. Henley's just so good through the middle of the corner. And that's what's going to help on... Oh, no! Henley turns Gutierrez! Oh, no! Angel Gutierrez into the outside wall. And that's a dangerous spot to go around. Gutierrez gets going. Wow. You saw it live right there. Angel Gutierrez, the first one to be involved in a true incident today, and it's a pretty rough one for the 47. Of course, no cautions today, so, you know, that'll really hurt the 47's chances in this race. You can see Ludovic Charette really running on the outside. Koksmar found his way to the outside as well. And looks like Jack Haas is now to the outside of Benny Watson. So Watson continuing to fall through the field just a bit. You can see Justin Henley is now the one to try and run down Reggie Fogelman. And he's doing it very successfully at the moment. Cutting into that gap ever so slightly every single lap. So could this be Justin Henley's day? We'll just have to wait and see. Let's see, any other cars with issues? Okay, nobody else with issues. Everybody else still on the lead lap. Kyler Sustry unfortunately trapped a few laps down. But if there is a wreck, you know, you could see Sustry gain a few positions. Tom Sloan and Nathan Ormond going at it. Tom Sloan going to maintain, I believe maintain the position there. I'm not sure. Wasn't paying too much attention. But Bryce Egan now going to get around Nathan Ormond. Wow, nice move from Egan. Has Egan potentially saved his stuff? It sure looks like it. Absolutely flying on the outside. Oh, man. Running much faster laps than some of these cars. Egan is on a roll. So watch out for Bryce Egan. Look at this. To the outside of Holloway. Looks like these drivers are starting to fall off a bit on their tires. Oliveira moving towards the front. Egan continuing to move. They are crawling out there. It looks like we're having tire issues earlier than expected for these drivers, as Egan has saved his stuff all the way to second and gonna look for the lead potentially on Reggie Fogelman. Henley's fallen off a cliff. Let's check Fogelman's lap times. Oh my goodness, 2.8 seconds. Those tires are shredding, and they are absolutely crawling through here. This is unbelievable stuff. Look at this, Oliveira to the outside. Can Oliveira get that going? These drivers are so slow right now, and it's because they all used up their stuff so early in the run, and unfortunately, it just doesn't work when you use up your stuff that early. Here goes Oliveira to the outside. Look at this, Bernardo de Oliveira to the lead of the race over Reggie Fogelman, as Fogelman has used up his stuff and Oliveira looks to have much better tires. But you can see Justin Henley flying around the outside as well once again, as Fogelman is completely done. You can see, oh my goodness, look at this, Zach Magoon passing like 3 cars at once. They are 3 wide. Look at this, diving into the pit lane, 32 laps. Fogelman's in, Holloway's in, Sloan's in, Logan Williams is in. First round of pit stops. Looks like we're going to have multiple 3 wide for the lead. Brandon Rose has taken the lead of the race. So they're going to try and split this race into about thirds if they can. Here we go. Rose is in. Henley's in. Oliveira, Jack Haas, look at that around the outside. Henley has come to a stop. Oh, we are hitting each other. We are stacking up. What in the world? I told you the pit lane wouldn't work real well here. My goodness. Carrison with huge damage. What are they doing? Oh no, what a disaster on the pit lane. Come on, guys. It's not that hard to make a pit stop. My goodness. Oliveira missed his pit stall. What is going on? More contact, as these drivers are missing their pit stalls so badly. It's horrific to watch. Absolutely horrific driving by some of these drivers. I mean, just horrible. Who's the leader now? Eric Monaco? Look at all these drivers stopped repairing damage. This is ridiculous. This is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. There's only a handful of drivers on the track right now. Eric Monaco will lead wherever Eric Monaco is on track. I cannot seem to find Eric Monaco. Where are you? Please, I'm looking for you, Eric Monaco. Am I jumping over the 3? I'm still looking. Tons of cars in the pit lane. It's an absolute disaster at Irwindale. I'm just trying. Okay, Monaco pits. So Fogelman leads. Okay, so that's what it comes down to. Reggie Fogelman leads. We've got 11 cars now, 10 cars on the lead lap. I have no idea what's going on, and this is the weirdest, wackiest race I think I've ever seen. I don't even know what to say. I think we took Bristol and made it a little too extreme. I was looking for 1 pit stop, not 2, and not a big old wreck coming into the pit lane. My goodness. If these drivers had any talent, they wouldn't overshoot their pit box that bad. My goodness. Reggie Fogelman leads the field right now. Who's still in the pits? We'll check on who's the worst. Jonathan Carrison is retired from damage. RJ Beers is last. Blaine Keys is 6 laps down. RJ Beers getting back onto the track. Now many laps down. Most cars still on the track. We'll just have to see how this works out. Reggie Fogelman through that cycle has gained a 3-second lead about on Bradley Ream. Which is, I don't even know. I have no words for this event. This is almost, well, probably more chaotic than real-life Bristol. Here comes Sustry to the outside, I would assume on fresher tires. Man, I really don't even know what to say about what we're seeing. As we're going to approach halfway, and we're going to have another pit cycle pretty soon, about lap 66 or so, as Goodyear unfortunately has brought tires that wear a little bit too much, and it's caused absolute chaos on the track. Fogelman leads. We've still got 10 cars on the lead lap. Caleb Rose is the last of the cars on the lead lap. So not a ridiculously small amount of cars on the lead lap, but not, the most cars on the lead lap either. I mean, you still got 10 that are 1 lap down. So if Fogelman has an issue on this next pit cycle, you could see some drivers jump back onto the lead lap, or if someone just has the perfect pit cycle, we could see. But you can just see, I mean, Nick Kensington, 12 laps down. It's terrible, terrible luck for some of these drivers who just came into the pit lane way, way too hot. And it just didn't work out. Your top 5 right now are Reggie Fogelman, Bradley Ream, Brandon Rose, Jack Haas, and Logan Williams, with Dylan Matthews in 6th. Great run for Dylan in the 2 machines. And Ryan Durrani in the 21 running 7th. There's Zach Magoon in 8th, Justin Perez 9th, Caleb Rose 10th. Still a lot to race for some of these drivers that are 1 lap down. I mean, there's still good positions on the track. It's not like it's bad positions. I mean, you can still race for a top 15, top 20 if you're 1 lap down. It's just going to be very, very hard to run down this 48 if he has another great cycle. We'll just have to wait and see. Is Benny Watson going to go back by Reggie Fogelman? Wow. Well, it was pretty darn exciting for a bit. And then it devolved into whatever this was. We've hit halfway in this race. So we're going to go ahead and look at the DPORL Question of the Week results from last week while we can. What race time do you prefer? I looked at all the results, analyzed all the results. Looks like you all want Saturday night, which makes sense. It's a very convenient time. And honestly, I wouldn't mind doing more Saturday night races, as the Sunday at noon races have absolutely bombed recently. I gotta say that. And then on to the new question of the week. This one's a fun one. Who's got the momentum to challenge Lucien Bianchi at the top of the standings? Benny Watson, Reggie Fogelman, Bradley Ream, or Caleb Holloway? And this is a real fun one because actually running 1-2 is Reggie Fogelman and Bradley Ream. So there you go. I mean, Those two both with lots of momentum. Here's Caleb Holloway going around the 48. Looks like the 48's starting to fall off again. Go ahead and get those responses in when you can. I might start doing polls on the Discord as well and just adding those together. That would be a little fun. The 41 at Alex Sanvital is back on the lead lap, and Aaron Abel is looking to get back on the lead lap in the 1 with some damage for sure. But you know, more and more cars starting to make their way closer to the lead lap. So you know, it's really not over yet. Bradley Ream is closing in. Brandon Rose, Jack Haas all closing in. Ream had a little bit of trouble, so we'll have to wait on that. Nathan Ormond, I believe, is multiple laps down, looking to get back to 1 lap down. And I'd watch out, you know. I mean, if Abel can get by the 48, I mean, this could start a little bit of a train here to the outside of Reggie Fogelman. Here we go. Aaron Abel looking outside. And the 1 will get by to get himself back on the lead lap. That is big. Very big for Aaron Abel. Here we go. Alex Smith looks to be on very fresh tires. You can see rocketing through there. I'm going to get to the outside easily of our race leader. So Reggie Fogelman starting to lose ground as Brandon Rose looks to be second now, and we are 3 wide back here. My goodness. Bunch of drivers in contention now. Looks like Brandon Rose is now in second. Made his way through their best. And they're both barreling in on the 48 of Reggie Fogelman. So watch out. Voiles unlapping. Justin Henley gonna unlap. Here comes the 20. Look at this. 3 wide still. Bradley Ream on the outside. Far, far outside. Wow, look at this. They're all right here for the race lead. Reggie Fogelman. Looks like he's gonna block the 77. We got 4 drivers right here for the race lead. Reggie Fogelman, Brandon Rose, Jack Haas, Bradley Ream, all right here challenging for the race lead. Here we go. Off the corner, Bradley Ream with a great run gets to the outside of Brandon Rose, and Bradley Ream is going to get by everybody, it looks like. Wyatt O'Connor gets to the inside, but Bradley Ream is the new race leader. Unbelievable, as we are so tight behind. Fogelman is absolutely terrifyingly slow right now. Look how much he's holding up. He's crawling around there. Oh my goodness. Fogelman is in. It looks like he is in the pit lane. And look at this. No, he's not in the pit lane. They are 4 wide. And Jack Haas is going for the lead. It is still a thrilling event. So many. Oh, we are wrecking. Fogelman's involved. Fogelman is involved. They're trying to avoid on the bottom of the track. Reggie Fogelman, Bruno Diacomo, all involved in that wreck. Fogelman was just going too slow for the leaders. Unbelievable. Look at this. Ozkin to the inside. Logan Williams is right there. Bradley Ream is starting to fall off just a bit. Jack Haas falling off just a bit. Oh my goodness. 14 cars on the lead lap. This is insanity right here. Some drivers that pitted later are unlapping themselves. Wow. Here comes Watson again. Here comes Charette. All to the inside of Jack Haas. Oh no. Oh, Ream almost got turned entering the pit lane. Ream's going to make his pit stop. And Jack Haas, let's look at lap times. 4 seconds a lap slower. Wow. So Jack Haas leads right now. Logan Williams second. Brandon Rose is third. And just crawling. Haas is into the pit lane. So is Brandon Rose. So is Logan Williams. Everybody's going to get in safely. All right. So all the race leaders got in. Caleb Rose with an issue on the inside. Unfortunately, that's probably going to end Caleb Rose's day. Yeah, really smoking right there. Unfortunately, Caleb Rose most likely out of this race. All the drivers trying to get in their pit lane well. Looks like Ream got on and off pretty well. Justin Perez leads. into the pit lane and had to back up to get back into the stall. Brandon Rose is still out there. Or no, Brandon Rose is in the pit lane, but is stalled, I believe. Oh, that's terrible for Brandon Rose. Ryan Durrani leads. All the lead changes in the world happening right here live on DPTV. How about that? We might have one more pit cycle before this race ends potentially, depending on when these drivers stop. So Ryan Durrani, I don't believe, has pitted yet and is the race leader as of right now. Bradley Ream got out clean, and so did Jack Haas. Dylan Matthews, I'm not sure on, but maybe Dylan is looking pretty good right here. I don't know. Just 4 cars on the lead lap, but I believe that is because Ryan Durrani is off sequence and is the race leader for the moment. We'll just have to wait and see how this all ends up cycling out. Looks like Dylan Matthews is a little bit farther back. Yeah, look at all these cars in the pit lane. Benny Watson getting service. Oh, man. What a race. What a race. There's Jack Haas, who got off the pit lane well. So did Bradley Ream, who is stuck behind Igor Barreto. Ream getting to the inside of Barreto. Can Ream get off the corner well enough? And looks like not quite. Still waiting on Ryan Durrani to potentially make a stop. Obviously, Durrani will definitely make a stop before the end of the race, but is Durrani on sequence enough for this to work? Reggie Fogelman is back on track. Oh, man. This is pure chaos, and I love it. And that's what we're all about here in the DPORL Cup Series. Bruno Giacomo exiting pit lane. That's good for the 55. Here's Zach Magoon, who is running 5th, 1 lap down, but actually a little bit closer than you'd probably think to the leaders. There is Ryan Durrani in the 21, who is still the race leader at the moment. And we'll just have to wait and see when this 21 decides to come in. Let's check right here what the lap times are looking like. Actually, I think Durrani is on sequence. I just think this 21 machine had a really, really good stop. So how about this? Maybe Ryan Durrani is actually... Oh my goodness, Samit Ozkin is flipping. Oh my goodness. And Justin Henley's in the infield grass. What in the world? What in the world? Are you okay? Is everything okay? Excuse me? You're still racing, so I assume everything's alright. Alright, so after that, Ryan Durrani now starting to fall off a bit. So that will make things interesting once again for the 21. Maybe the 21 pit a few laps off sequence and gained a decent chunk of time. We'll have to see if that works out. I'm not 100% sure on that, but, you know, we'll have to see. Lucian Bianchi is up to 8th, which means actually the 17 might have a good point stay here. Might not shake up the top of the standings as much as you'd think. But still waiting on Ryan Durrani to see how this strategy works out for the 21. Aaron Abel will get to the outside with about 20 laps to go. And Ream has closed significantly. I would say that is a significant closing in the gap. So this is really just a wait-and-see sort of situation. Oh, Durrani's in. Durrani's in with 20 to go. That will hand the lead to Bradley Ream. So Bradley Ream in the 6 right here will have the race lead when it all cycles through. All right. So Ryan Durrani off sequence, came into the pit lane. Going to have a relatively clean stop. But let's see who gets themselves on the lead lap because of that. Looks like Zach Magoon will be on the lead lap. Let's see if we got any more. We're going to cycle through. Yeah, so we got about 6 cars on the lead lap, which is still more than real-life Bristol. So, I mean, not horrific, but, you know, still a very small amount of cars on the lead lap. But you know, a lot of drivers still out there. There's only 4 drivers, I would say, out of this race. Benny Watson, dang, 10 laps down. Caleb Rose is out, Skylar Taylor's out, Jonathan Carrison's out, and I think we can safely say Nick Kensington is out of the race. But Bradley Ream, can he finally do it after all this waiting for a potential win in the DPORL Cup Series? What a storyline it would be if Bradley Ream could finally get his first win. Eric Monaco now to the inside of Ream. More lap traffic, just trying to get through. And it looks like the 3 is on better tires. So Eric Monaco will get by. Jack Haas continues to close. We are under 15 laps to go. We'll monitor the 95. Igor Barreto looking to the inside of Bradley Ream. Looks like Ream just holding steady, just trying not to screw things up here. As Barreto got to the inside, it got awful close right there. Will Barreto give Ream the respect as the leader, or will things change? And I think things will change, to be honest. I think Barreto is looking to get by right here. Oh my goodness, look at this. 3 wide. Nathan Stapleton around the outside in the 20. I'd assume on the freshest tires of anyone in this pack. Justin Perez is there. Brandon Rose is looking to unlap. Angel Gutierrez is in this pack. Wow. What a group right here. Ryan Durrani is actually on pretty fresh tires. Only 11 seconds. Or not, sorry, sorry, that's my bad right there. I got the 12 and the 21 mixed up right there, so that's my fault. We got a huge pack coming though. Watch out, Bradley Ream now with just 10 laps to go at the line. Will Bradley Ream be able to hold off this hard-charging pack and hold off Jack Haas, most importantly? Here we go. Ream's getting absolutely hounded on both sides. Oh my goodness. Everybody flying by this 6. The tires are gone once again. Ryan Durrani will get back on the lead lap, and I wonder if this 21 is in the best spot to win with the pit strategy. What about Ryan Durrani? Could Ryan Durrani make this work and win this race? If Ream comes down the pit lane now, he would regret it. We're really winding down the laps. Can Ryan Durrani get all the way around and get back to the 6? We'll just have to wait and see. Brandon Rose now on the back bumper of Bradley Ream. Rose will get to the inside. All right. Ream still getting lapped at a pretty hefty pace right here. But Jack Haas is just as slow. We've hit lap 95 of 100. Ream doing anything he can to try and just hang on as the cars roll by. Ryan Durrani only 15 seconds back now. And we are closing in on the end of this race. Kyler Sustride to the inside. 5 laps to go. Oh man, it's so dramatic. 13 seconds with 5 laps to go. These tires have fallen off a cliff. They have really fallen off a cliff. Ream is just crawling right now. 4 laps to go at the line. Oh man, it's getting closer and closer. Watch out for the progress of this 21 who is in clean air. Unbelievably, Ryan Durrani looks like will catch some of these drivers. Just 3 laps to go for Bradley Ream. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible stuff. Jack Haas is going to get past. And Ream is right there. We're coming to just 2 laps to go. Ryan Durrani is going to get there. It's going to be more heartbreak for Bradley Ream. Ryan Durrani has taken the lead. unbelievably at Irwindale. And this 21 is going to scoot off to victory, it looks like, if nothing else goes wrong. I cannot believe this. Final lap for Ryan Durrani. I really cannot believe this. For Ryan Durrani, gonna steal the win after pitting with 20 to go. Here we go, off turns 3 and 4. Ryan Durrani in the 21 wins it at Irwindale. And continued heartbreak for Bradley Ream, who's going to hang on to second. Oh, man. Jack Haas gets third. Dylan Matthews going to get a nice fourth place run. Zach Magoon going to get fifth. And we are going to have 5 cars on the lead lap. Still, one more car than real life Bristol. I cannot believe this race. I cannot believe this race. After all the chaos, it came right down to the wire right at the very end. Unbelievable stuff. Wow. Wow, and Lucien Bianchi still gets 9th to salvage a good points day. Oh, man. This isn't even going to shake up the standings too horrifically, except for probably Benny Watson, I would say. Yeah, 9 laps down in 36th. You can see Caleb Rose, Skylar Taylor, Jonathan Carrison, Nick Kensington all out of the race. Caleb Holloway with another bad points day. Same for RJ Beers. You can see Samad Ozkin, unfortunately, down there. Angel Gutierrez, our top starters, all found their ways to the back of the field. Went too hard early and then got off cycle on strategy, and it just didn't work out from there, especially with a gigantic stack up on the pit lane. Wow. Ryan Durrani, after all that, wins by 7 seconds. Wins by 7 seconds after coming to 2 laps to go. Wow. Oh, well, I guess the wait was worth it. What an unbelievable race. And I'm so glad, so glad all of you were here to share this experience. It was fascinating. Truly fascinating. I cannot believe it. Ryan Durrani, first career win on the channel. And what a win for that 21 bunch. Wow. And Bradley Ream will have to wait another week after all of that. And with that being said, that is it for race number 10. We're going to get you a look at the point standings, and I assume Lucien Bianchi will maintain that points lead. Wow. All I can say is wow. Absolutely unbelievable race. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. I'm just thrilled it worked out the way it did. 100 unbelievable laps at Irwindale. Let's go ahead and get you the point standings after race 10 of 20 in the DPORL Cup Series 2024. This is Drew Webb, or that DP guy, signing off.